Facebook traffic. Not only spamming into groups, not only spreading your links, but I'm talking about ads, Facebook ads. And if you want to do that, if you want to get involved with Facebook ads, just head to facebook.com/ads. If you are using Google Chrome, then I suggest you go with the Power Editor. In order to access the Power Editor, just click on the Power Editor link right here. It only works with Chrome for now, but for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to go too much into detail about the Power Editor, because if you are using another browser, you might not want to get into it. Plus, it has a lot of advanced options that you don't really need when you get started. It's really just confusing over anything. It confuses you. So how do you create an ad? Head to facebook.com/ads and click on Create Ad. Now, you get a couple options. Choose the objective for your campaign. You can either have it boost your posts. That's a big no if you want to bring traffic to a website. Promote your page. Let's again assume that you want to promote a website. Send people to your website. That's good. That's baller. But there's even better. That's increase conversions on your website. So basically, if you want people to end on your website, for example, it's a blog, and you don't really sell anything outright, then this is the way to go. But if you're sending if you're sending people to a sales page, and you want them to buy something right off the bat, then I suggest you go with increased conversions, because you'll basically allow Facebook to track conversions and to optimize the ad for conversions. All right, but let's go with send people to your website. Now you do need to enter a URL, so we're just going to go with an example here. I'm going to say google.com. Let's help Google it out. It needs help, and you can add a conversion pixel. That's optional. Again, we talked about it here. Let's just go with continue. Now, you need to create your ad. Who do you want your ads to reach? Now, if you are promoting a page that's country specific, then you definitely have an option really easy. Let's say you're promoting an American offer, CPA offer. You cannot send any of the traffic than American visitors to the website. Then you'd simply enter United States of America in this little box, and your audience goes up by a lot. Your audience is really broad. Now for the age. Again, I can't tell you which age is better, what is better, because it all depends on your offer. If you're promoting a video game website, then you want to go with 18-25, 18-30 at most. If you're promoting a weight loss product for seniors, then you're going to go with 50-65 plus, right? Something around those lines. And again, you just need to use common sense on the offer you're promoting, or actually get the actual demographics that are converting for your offer, and just enter it here. Now, interest, you can get really deep with interests, but again, use common sense. If you are promoting lead pages, for example, which is a website creating software, you can target people that are using optimized press or liking optimized press. If you are selling Coca-Cola, you could go and target people who like Pepsi and create an ad that says, come to the dark side of the force with a big can of Coca-Cola. Advertising is awesome, but you do need to get a little creative, or else your ad is going to go, it's going to flop, because you want your ad to be noticed. And in order to have your ad noticed, you need to get a little creative, a little controversial at times, that kind of stuff. How much do you want to spend? Look, if this is your first ad, then I suggest you start with a daily budget of $5 to $10. Don't go overboard. If you enter unlimited budget, then you are going to wake up with a $500 bill to Facebook. Don't go with that. $5 is a good place to get started. With $5, you can get at least 10 clicks to your website if your ad doesn't totally suck. And after 3 days, you have 30 clicks. If you have no conversions yet, then maybe it's time to change strategy, improve your ads, change the landing page if you can, if it's yours. Just go ahead and be a little creative here. So show advanced options. Now for the bid, that's the pricing. Optimize for click to websites. Now, yes, all right, this is going to be optimized CPM. It's more expensive than cost per click. So if you're just getting started, not looking for conversions, select clicks. Now you can give your ad set a name, because once you start doing really important volume of Facebook ads, you are going to have a whole lot of pre-created audiences, and you want to be able to tell them apart. So give it a name. You can name it the name of your offer, the name of your website, something. It's for your own reference, basically. And for the ad scheduling, run ads all the time. You can leave it at that. How do you want your ad to look? A single image or video in your ads. What creatives would you like to use in your ads? Unless you have a good video that might go viral, go with select images. Now the way I create my images is I use Photoshop. All right, I use Photoshop. I create a new file that's this size, and I make something that stands out. How do I make something that stands out? Want a little secret? I create very ugly ads. My ads are ugly. Looks like a 5-year-old made them, but guess what? They get clicked on and they convert like crazy. Your ad, all of these big companies out there that create Facebook ads, they create those slick images like out of a movie. And my images that are, basic Photoshop skills get clicked on 10 times more. That's the nugget here. Needs to stand out. Bright colors. You could use, a fluorescent green on a red background, something really ugly, but it needs to stand out. That's just the way you put it. Now for the creative. Look, you get all different kind of ads. Desktop newsfeed. In order to create a desktop newsfeed, you need to create a Facebook ad. All of that's too advanced. I want you to get started with Facebook ads, seeing results right away. So I suggest you turn off newsfeed ads. You'll be left with one type of ad. That's the desktop right column. And that's fine. Now, the headline. The headline's Google right now. Let's go with something else. Let's say I'm selling a dog training. No, not drugs. Dog training ebook. That's a good creative headline. Why? It asks a question. It gets people interested. Is your dog the cutest? Yes, my dog is the cutest. Now you'll, of course, be targeting dog owners. You'll be targeting people who have liked dogs. You have targeted people who liked dog training centers, popular dog training centers or programs. Again, I don't know your offer. You need to use common sense. That's the first thing. And the second thing is for the text. Dogs that obey are the best. Train your dog to make crazy tricks with our brand new system. Exactly the right amount of characters. Dogs that obey are the best. Train your dog to make crazy tricks with our brand new system. Once it's done, once you get your first ad, even though it may not seem perfect, even though you might start brainstorming, thinking, well, how can I improve it? Don't. Just click the place order button. It's going to cost you, at worst, you're going to lose $5 a day. That's not bleeding money, according to my standards. I'll place orders. Wait for that to be approved. It should, unless you've done something fishy. And then just let your ad run and learn from your mistakes if you've made any. Create more ads. Start taking action.